But last election, even if you lose, you're not going to contest another election.
I've said it publicly.
You're not going to hanker after a party post. You don't want anything.
I want nothing.
What will you do if you lose?
Write. I think writing is my forte. I've run 5 books on military history. I haven't started, which you mentioned in the beginning. I'm going to finish the 71 war. And by that time, I hope my 5 years will be over. And then I will go into the... when you're in politics, you can't write about politics.
Then you'll write the tell-all.
Then I'll write the Punjab story.
What is the single biggest issue in this election? Is it corruption? Is it drugs? Is it agricultural distress? What is it?
It's everything. It's drugs. Now you will question this, but 78% is a figure which is a very realistic figure.
I mean, they're contested statistics.
No, it's not like this. When I became chief minister, we had been up against this drug business, but at that time it was poppy husk, pookie, which we call. And I was wondering, where is this poppy husk coming from? I'll give you a story of Barnala. Everywhere poppy husk was being sold, and I said, let's find out. So when I came as chief minister, I said, find out where this poppy husk is coming from. And you know where it was coming from? It was coming from the police stations. Why was it in the police station? Not that the policeman was selling it. The MLA from there who was fighting for the Akali Dal, Kittu, he's dead now, poor fellow is gone. He was the one who was storing it in the police stations with the backing of the government. And when you have that happening, like you're having today, do you mean to tell me that the SHOs of the districts or the police thanas don't know who's carrying drugs here, who's bringing them, who's keeping them, who's selling them, who's making money of them? Everyone knows. But they are getting permission, they are getting the backing of the government.
But the police Politico nexus could not have been an overnight phenomenon. And if it's true for the Akalis, it would have been true when the Congress was in power as well.
No, it was not. In our case, we never allowed this. NDPS Act worked very strongly in our case, and we didn't have any incident of this. You know, poppy husk has been going for a long time. What is happening now, this chitta which they call, this synthetic drugs which is called, people die in two. I remember when you came to Amritsar, yes. I told you, I said, go to Maqboolpura, go and see that mohalla, and that is one mohalla. There's not one man left in that.
The mohalla of drug widows, as it
drug widows, they call it. Or there are only children and women there. Everyone is dead, eating this chitta.
Yeah. All right, so let's take questions on drugs, since I think that's really a compelling issue in the run-up to these elections. Indresh Bhardwaj, where are you? You're a student, you have a question.
The claim made by Rahul Gandhi recently that the drugs issue will be solved by them within a month. That sounds kind of like a joke.
I said 4 weeks.
You said 4 weeks.
Rahul
yes,
and
exactly.
Rahul is repeating what I said.
Exactly, which sounds more like a joke, to be honest.
We have good police officers. We have crooks and we have good police officers. Okay. Now, if you have a good team of good police officers and you set up a task force, and they have they know who their subordinates are, who are clean officers, and they bring them into this. There is no, as I just said, there is no SHO who doesn't know where it's kept, who is doing it, what is happening. And if he doesn't know what's happening in his area of responsibility, then he doesn't deserve to be there.
But when the nexus is so entrenched, how can that nexus be broken in 4 weeks?
It can be broken.
How?
This thing, it can
Give
be
me a specific example.
You can't give an example.
Of how you would shatter this, you know, this entrenched nexus between the police and the politicians.
You back the team to the hilt, and there's no way that nexus can happen.
What would change in 4 weeks? Suppose it was your government. What would change in 4 weeks?
What would change?
On the drug issue.
Because everybody knows who's doing it. Everybody knows where it's coming from. Everybody knows who's making money of it.
Who is?
You want me to name them?
Yes. If you're making an allegation...
There are Akali ministers who are doing this. Akali people who are doing this.
Name the minister. Who are you talking about?
I want to ask one thing. You've got this Bhola case where the DSP has been arrested, and everyone knows that the investigation is going on. Why is the Enforcement Directorate and all quiet now? It's been going on for 8 months. Suddenly there was an upsurge that this is happening in Punjab and this investigation must be done, and everybody... 4 central agencies are involved in this. There's the Narcotics Bureau, there's the Enforcement Directorate, there's the Income Tax, and there's the Revenue Intelligence. Why are they quiet today? Because this is the central government which is not permitting these central agencies to act. You catch... they were caught by the Punjab police. They were caught by a good officer called Hardyal Maan. He's ex-Fauji also. And he caught them in Jalandhar. He was shifted to Fatehgarh Sahib. He chased them in Fatehgarh Sahib. He was shifted to Patiala where he got them. Yes. And then 4 agencies are coming here, and why is it quiet? Because I think that the government here is obviously backing them, and the central government is assisting them in keeping the whole thing quiet.
Is your reference to Mr. Majithia?
Majithias may be one of them. There are many Majithias. This man who did this, this SP, who was caught in this Pathankot raid, whose man is he? He was the man who used to be part of the trading process, and he used to take this money. That's why he took the jeweler.
You're saying the SP Pathankot when the terrorists came into the airbase.
Exactly. He used to take the payment in diamonds. So he used to take a jeweler with him to see whether this is glass or it's diamonds. And that was what it used to come. And it used to come to Sucha Singh Laga's house. And there the gives and takes and all were done there.